Hey guys.
Hello.
What do you say we show them our surprise?
I think we could.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
You think it's that time?
I do.
All right. Okay, well, we'll get right to it. Let's go. All right. This here is our 1996 Chevy ambulance. It is a 6.5 liter diesel, 4-wheel drive, all the fun stuff. It has 67,000 miles on it, and we're gonna turn it into our travel home. So here you go. Let's get a little bit of a walk around going. All right, let's do a little tour. So, like a couple days before we bought it, somebody decided to hit the mirror and take it off. So that's why we needed a new mirror. We were hoping to get it from the bus. But anyway, so here's the cab. It's actually pretty snazzy up in there. The seats are very nice. And the cool thing about this is that we can actually drive, because it's not as loud. It's not too loud. So we can actually drive and have a conversation and not be overtaken by the engine, because it's actually a truck model, so the engine's in front of us. So that's fantastic. We weren't able to do that in the bus.
And we get to ride side by side, which is nice.
That's true too. Safety was a huge thing with picking out the ambulance. So we wanted to make sure that both of us had a place to sit with seatbelts, all that legal. So we have that. And ambulances are crash tested. The whole box is pretty solid, so we're actually pretty excited about that. That was one thing that we were looking for, is something that's going to be safe for us to travel in. So let me give you a run through of the cubbies. Okay, so this one is actually going to be our propane storage, and I'm going to put a shelf here, because if you look right in there, get a close up of that little thing right there opens up into the cab. We're going to use that for either trash or laundry or something like that, so we can just access it from here, pull it out, take our trash, and not stink up inside the rig. This one is going to be our electrical cabinet, especially where it has the inverter already, plus some other wiring stuff. All the electrical is going to go in here. We have actually a surprise coming with that, so yeah. This little cubby right here, there's actually a hole right underneath this cabinet. Right there. So, this is actually, we're going to use either this one for trash. I think we're going to use this one for trash. The other one for laundry. We don't know yet. But anyway, it goes into the inside as well, so you have a drop cabinet. It has 2 tanks, actually, which is pretty nice. This one, it has all of the extension cords plus air compressor in there. I was going to put my generator in here, but I don't think it'll fit. So, we don't know yet. Okay, this one is actually for a spare tire. But when you come inside, this is about the length of the cabinets that we have inside right now. So we might knock this piece out right here, so that way we can access this one from the outside and the inside for clothes. We'll get to in here in just a minute. Alright, this cabinet here is actually going to be like a fun cabinet, kind of. We're going to have to cut it, so that way we can put it in there in the back portion of the blanket. So that'll be a little bit of a job. But right now it's got a longboard, a scooter, camp chairs, all that fun stuff in here. This one doesn't have anything in it right now. It's got a hose. I'm not sure what we're going to put in there, but we'll find something. Okay, this is our front door. We'll go in there in a minute. This one, I don't know what we're going to use this one for, but this one actually, you don't get a good look, but it goes into the cab over here. So whatever we put in here, we can access from the outside and inside. All right, let's take a roll to the back. there she is. In her glory. So that chair is the original chair to the ambulance where, you know, they used to sit to take care of the patients. This is where they sit. This right here is that cubby that goes outside. So either clothes, laundry, whatever. This, that other hole is underneath this, so we'd have to cut it out. These are all from the original ambulance. We don't know if we're gonna take them out. I really like them actually. They're better than anything I could build. So yeah, we got lots of storage. These two roll up. We have storage here. This is actually something we found on the marketplace. So we're gonna put it in here. Probably build the counters up to here, so it's actually a nice place to, you know, cook some dinner. So it's really nice there. This is the original AC and heater unit to the ambulance. We're probably gonna take this out because it draws a lot of power to run. So we might put something that's more efficient in here. There is one of these over here as well with a bunch of cubbies. And it does have the walkthrough. The door is right there. Shuts that off so that way privacy reasons, safety reasons, all that stuff, it's in there. The kid that we bought it from installed the max air fan, so we have a max air fan already. It just needs to be wired up and put in there. This bed is actually going to be something that we probably get rid of. This setup anyway. We would like our bed to be back here against the back doors. So that way, when you're sitting on the bed, you have this beautiful view. It's something you can just open up and see out off the bed into wherever you're parked, anything like that. So we're actually pretty excited about that. So, like I said, these cabinets right here, they're not very deep. So if we open up this wall, we're gonna have all that storage that we're gonna be able to utilize for clothes, jackets, shoes, all that stuff. So, I mean, these ones are pretty large because they go all the way back. And then the little vents. So, this is our ambulance. We are super excited about this. Like I said, we prioritize safety, something that we want to feel safe driving in. And this just hit the ticket for us. It feels like a truck driving. It's not something massively huge.
And knock on wood, it's reliable.
Yes. And there's all those storage. This is the scary cabinet. All the electrical for the ambulance is in there. And then I think behind this cabinet as well. I haven't moved this seat to actually see what's in this cabinet, but this door is actually stuck right now. But this does slide all the way across, so that way you can block off this part and go up if you need to. If we need to get out of a situation, anything to that effect. Here's this cabinet. I think it'll be good for all of our cosmetic items, anything like that can go here. Yeah. Cool thing about our ambulance is that all the doors and windows have screens, so we can just open it up. Gives us a little bit of fresh air here, and then you can close it up. The back doors have that as well. We got sides. Yeah. But where we love our plants, we may cut a hole in this wall. I really don't know what that is, but it's fine. We might cut a hole in this wall and put a window. So that way our plants live. But it's actually pretty light in here during the day. So I don't know. We'll see what actually comes of that. But yeah. I've already hit my head on this a couple times. Angela has as well. So that's why this little thing is here, but it didn't do its job. So anyway, this ambulance came from Pocatello, Idaho. which is kind of funny because that's where my grandma's from, is Pocatello, Idaho.
But then funny enough,
It actually is from Rocky Mountain Ambulance in Paragoula, Utah, because it's actually where my grandma used to live. So, a little bit of sentimental value there, I guess. But anyway, this is our ambulance. We don't know what we're gonna name her, what color we're gonna paint her, or anything to that effect. We do know we're gonna take the dualies off and do super singles, so that way we have more off-road capabilities and don't have to worry about popping a tire with a rock getting stuck between the tires. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting like a roof rack right there that will hold my generator, because my generator is really too big for the cubbies. But yeah, this is her. All right, guys, thank you for taking a look at our ambulance, and I hope you guys follow along with our journey on building her out and making her ours, and all the travels and things that we have to do. Not have to do, but the most recent trip is going to be something that we need to do, so that's kind of where that comes from. But this is something that we are super excited about, going out, exploring, doing some traveling. It's not something that either of us have really done, so yeah, we're super stoked about it, and we love her. So if you have any name suggestions,
we'll take them.
Let us know. All right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next video.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.